Gemma Wale is a woman in Birmingham, England, and she's heading to jail for having loud sex. According to The Guardian, she'll be there for 2 weeks. They say, quote, Gemma became subject to an antisocial behavior order, which is a really weird-sounding thing, forbidding her from bothering her neighbors after they complained that she'd been making a racket in her apartment. So this happened before the sex incident, and that order came after she had loud fights with her boyfriend. Her neighbors called the cops showed up, and they gave her this, antisocial behavior order where she's now prohibited from playing loud music and shouting and swearing and making banging noises or stomping or slamming doors. So it's a little weird. I don't know if we have something that's the equivalent of that here in the U.S. I don't know. It might be a little bit too big government-y for me. Doesn't mean you can't get mad at your neighbor if your neighbor's being a douche, but have some sort of, extra security they're under because you don't like them. I don't know. Maybe it goes a little bit too far, but I digress from that because then the sex incident happened. They say, quote, neighbors reported that Gemma had very loud sex early in the morning, thus waking them up and violating the order. So here's the thing, man. I hear you if you're the neighbor. I was on your fucking side for most of the story here. I mean, imagine being woken up super early because your neighbor's having obnoxious, super loud sex, and all you want to do is sleep. You only got 4 hours of sleep, and they're just being super selfish in what they're doing. It's yeah, I get it. That would piss me off to no end, and I'd probably say something to them, right? I don't know what I do, but I'd try to find some kind of way where I can mitigate shit like that happening again. But then when you know that they have this order on them already, and you call the cops, now she's going to jail for 2 weeks because she had loud sex. No, now you're the bad guy. Now you're the bad guy. Because loud sex, really? You go to jail for having loud sex? No, if you have loud sex, you know what you are? You're an asshole. If you have loud sex and you wake your neighbors and you don't give a fuck about who can hear it, you're just an asshole. Are you a criminal? I'd say no. If anything, now I'm more against the people who called the cops because, if anything, they were mad that she was being super selfish, but now you're being selfish because you're okay with this woman being put in jail for 2 weeks because she fucked a little loud. Come on, man. That goes too far. And if you really want to be creepy, you could have woken up to the noise and maybe had some sex of your own because it got you in the mood. I'm just giving some suggestions here, though. You don't need to take them seriously.